Hi there. Let's go ahead and get into a reading for the karmic partner. We've looked into the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and the karmic partner popped up, so I figured we would go off and do her own reading. Please note, keep in mind that this is a general reading, so there's that. If you want to book a personal reading, please follow the description box below. That's how you book readings. All right, and the cards are already pre-shuffled, but let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to see what's going on with the karmic partner, what spirit wants to share, what we need to know about the karmic partner, what we want to know. Let's see. I see the death card quite a lot. Keeps wanting to speak out in this reading. Let's go ahead and see. Cards are pre-shuffled. Guys, thank you so much for your likes, comments, and subscribes. Thank you for being patient with everything. I have a few things I want to get off my chest, so I'm just hoping that it comes out in the cards and I'm able to speak my truth. But let's not shy away from what spirit wants us to define. All right, guys, let's see what we got going on in the karmic's reading. The Seven of Cups, the Empress, the Knight of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Chariot, the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, okay, the Five of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Judgment card. Bottom of the deck, the Four of Wands. Top of the deck, the Page of Cups. But what we have here, I did quite a spread, okay? Let's see what's going on here. Give me just a moment of silence. Ay, yo, the fucking pen fell. Excuse my language. So it looks like the karmic partners, right? It's looking like, damn, we have a whole mess of karmic partners here. So unfortunately for some of you, unfortunately, some of you's karmics are not going to be told here, because with this decisions card and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, so some of them may or may not be. All signs are here, so let's just go ahead with what I feel and what I want to say. Keep in mind, your karmic partner could just be anyone, but you wouldn't really know what's going on, would you? So let's not be picky and stuff in the comments below. It's a general reading. If you want to book a personal reading so that you can hear just about your situation, follow the description box below. Let's continue. Let's just make it a little easier for the tarot reader. Seven of Cups talks about choices, decisions, options. And the fact that it's the Seven of Cups is an influence to make choices in love, because with more money, more power, options, multiple people, when you have a plethora of ideas, can often talk about going the wrong direction. I'm a Scorpio, and I'm a fixed sign. This also references to a Scorpio, but sometimes with emotions, it's like, for me, I'd rather my wardrobe throughout the year, and I wear those, I wear that, and I have like my favorite watch, I have my only ring, my only earrings at the time, and then once those are done, and sometimes then I'll give them to like a Goodwill, and then I'll renew my whole clothing. I just don't like too many options, though, is what I'm trying to say. Like for shoes, I may have like a big collection of shoes, like if I went like on a plethora, I just went shopping or something like that. If I have like a sugar daddy, for an example, and then I'll have all those shoes, and then that's that. But I'll wear them, over and over until I'm ready to get a new. I don't really like having a lot of options, because I like to just be set in my ways, but that's the fixed nature in me. So Cancer and Pisces don't have that. But again, so I'm trying to just tell you that with the cups, you have to make sure you choose wisely. options can lead to destruction, as this card talks about more money, more power. And so we have the Slytherins, we have like the devil representation, more money, you know, we have options, we have a woman, we have multiple options here, and some can either lead to positivity or distress, you know. So there's that, okay? And I feel like the karmic partner right now is looking at her options in love. So she's looking at her options. Some of them could be looking for new partners and such, but I feel like right now she's having to go, you know, be like, okay, what do I have that I can offer up on the table right now that's going to lead me still into this 10 of cups with my divine, with her divine masculine, with her man, okay? I think she's looking at her options with love. It could be anything, but she's looking at it through a perspective of love, through heart, okay? And then she comes up as the Empress. So it looks like there's an embodiment here, a fake mask is what I want to say. It's almost like we don't know what she chose. There's some deception here. But I almost know that it wasn't for more humility. You know, but at the end of the day, when you're choosing in love, when you're in this aspect, it does talking about, it talks about walking a lonely road. All right, I walk a lonely road, the only road that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's only me. I walk alone. And it's so weird because I don't even like Green Day, but, you know, and it's funny how we have the Mother of Nature card. So, yes, she's humble, but we don't know yet if she chose the humble road. We don't know what she chose here. So we're going to figure it out. I have a feeling that it may be the humble road. Now, but I do feel like there is a mask here. You know, she's in the dark, she's in the shadows, and I feel like where she's going isn't somewhere that she, you know, everyone is going to see her. I think she's going to take a humble class. I think she's going to eat some humble pie. She's going to get the karmic right now is taking like dance lessons. She's going to pottery class by herself. She's taking cooking lessons, something that is for her, but that will ultimately be a lesson for her, but a bargaining chip for her relationship. Look, I went out and did this. It's like when you renew your vows together, she knows that right now she's got to go step up her game. She's sitting in the Empress's chair. It's still a mask, okay? This is something that it's like, okay, I'm going to see how this fits. I'm going to see how this goes. I made a choice. I had a lot of options, and these were different paths and ways to be better, to do in my life, okay? Sometimes when water signs choose something, they're doing it indefinitely to like embody a whole new character of emotion. Emotions are what get you far or what get you different places. You know, when you embody love, you have love and passion for things that you go just a little deeper than than most other characteristics. Right now, she could be a fire sign. So right now, an Aries. So she's looking at becoming her own. It looks like the karmic partner is trying to embody her Empress, embody herself, okay? She's trying to understand what love means for herself, okay? Some people believe that, you know, the karmic partner's already got love for themselves because obviously, well, they have the divine masculine. I don't, you know, that's your own journey that you believe that all you need is love for yourself. Don't make things mission impossible. It looks like she's really going to define who she is. So let's just leave that there. She has the Knight of Cups. So this is more in depth about her detail, about what she chose to do. Okay, so we see the Empress here. She's making big moves. She's becoming herself. She's nurturing herself. You know, she's someone maybe that some of you may envy right now, because in her depth, you know, in her time of need, she just decides to conquer. She decides to sit in royalty. Okay, someone who knows her worth. So then she goes off with that choice. We're going to identify that. Okay, the Knight of Cups, someone who's determined to offer love somewhere. Someone who has the love. Somebody who's done the soul searching and the journey enough to offer that cup. She stands tall with what she chose. Okay, she's not someone to go back on her word. She goes right into the third party. She goes right into the Three of Cups. I know that this signifies friendships, but for right now, I do have to clarify one of the meanings here is of partying, drinking, hanging out, understanding her position in this relationship, in this twin flame journey, understanding where she stands, understanding that she chose most likely to continue a path of fighting for the one that she loves. She also went and spoke to a few girlfriends, and they all said, you know what, yeah, girl, that's your man, you do that. That's what she chose. Okay, she chose to stay the course, you know, not to renounce her vows. I love that, what I just said. So she chose to stay her course. Okay, but it's also, you know, this is very prideful for her. She feels like she's in a great situation where she has friends, love, great encounters, and she has the support behind her, that these two women are also in relationships that probably concur. So they're probably the same, you know, but those are her friends and that's her friendships. And, you know, I think this night is for like, honey, girl, I went on a fast. I became a vegan for a night. I went celibate for a few days. Girl, I did this. That's that kind of thing. And she did that, and she's proud, and she misses her man. She misses, this one has a husband. She misses her husband, and she's going back. She's not going to let anyone detour her from that, and not even a person, place, or thing. It's more so like a feeling that she should go left or right, or that going left is negative and that going right is or the vice versa is positive. Okay, she just knows that what she's doing is for love, as this is a Cancer energy. It does highlight on naive, being a little bit naive, and that probably is because that this situation to settle here is never a good thing. This card spoke two meanings to me just now. That's one about her friends and family, and that's the other about being in a third party situation that she knows she's going to be okay with continuing, because she's not going to just give up yet. Okay, for the one that she's married to. So this one speaks about a marriage, and I'm glad. So we're going to continue about that as to why someone shouldn't give up their marriage at the end of the day. But that's how she feels, okay? Next, the Eight of Pentacles. So now we have earth energy. So someone who knows that she's skilled, someone that's humble, someone that's going to go home and say, hey, honey, I'm just here. I'm just, you know, fixing the bed, it's squeaking, or I'm just, you know, hanging up a few pictures that I had hanging in the garage. Something as far as something as little as that to something as like, hey, I want to take on a new profession. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to make sure that we're good for 10 years. Seems that she's someone who just like kind of turned back on her switch as far as the light is concerned, where she just kind of went out, even though when the light was off, she was still in this energy. She was still very much loving. She was a mother. She didn't give up on her chores, or she didn't give up on, but it was just something for her to do on her own. She didn't care, you know, for someone else to see her shine, someone else to see her in this energy. It's almost as she forgot who she was. She was almost ready to go another course and become somebody totally different, but she ended up becoming the Empress. So that was her divine journey. And so now she's understanding her worth more. She's understanding what she's fighting for, and she's understanding why. So here she's going to make sure that she's still aware of what she's fighting for. She's not someone who's just going to fight for something where she doesn't see the outcome. Okay, she has a house in the background. She's on her grounds, you know, she's on her turf. And right now she's going to make sure that everything that she's going to do isn't rusty, that it's going to last, you know, that it's going to be a stable foundation, okay? This is also someone who, you know, skill develops. So, no, masters their skills. I'm sorry. This is someone who's already on that level, you know, and it probably was due to this and basically the decision and what she was going to do with it and how she came out. You know, she understood that everything that was going on was very painful, was very hurtful, and it's been going on for quite some time, but she knows that this is not just something she wants to give up on. Okay, she wants to see her way out. With the one that she wants, okay? I also get a sense of humble here, that maybe if she doesn't end up on top with this person, with this guy, she's okay with that. The King of Wands, though, a more fire energy. So that's coming from her Empress, you know, and that's, you know, realizing that, okay, I am someone who, even when I was in the dark, was still shining. Even when I was shut out, I still was shining. I was a major arcana still. I was the Empress. You know what I mean? I think she's still trying to find her journey. And it's clear that this karmic, is a divine feminine elsewhere. You know, like I said, the divine feminine was once an Empress. You know, she embodies all of these features, as you see that in the back of her domain. But here's a King of Wands energy, masculine energy, as you know, wanting to see success, okay, where she's putting forth success. So it's safe to say that right now she may be telling the divine masculine to kind of hold down the ropes, hold down the fort, okay, while she's, you know, working on what she's got to work on behind the scenes, but not so much in a sneaky way anymore. She's out in the light. She's, you know, confessed her sins kind of thing, you know, and, you know, her sin was leaving the